Hi, I'm Cassandra Redwood from SGD Mortgages, and this is our new podcast, Clear to Close. I'm here with Julia Barilaro, our in-house realtor, to discuss some hot mortgage and real estate topics. Thank you so much for being on our podcast, Julia.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Okay, Julia. So our first hot topic is about mortgage agents and realtors. Where do you see the biggest communication gaps between realtors and mortgage brokers, and how do we prevent them?
Well, a lot of the time, the initial gap starts with the beginning of the process, so the pre-approval stage. So a lot of the times, clients will go to the bank, get a pre-approval, and then sometimes they don't even send it to the real estate agent. So they just, have a ballpark range where they're working in. Sometimes they'll put an offer in. They're not 100% sure if they're approved, so they do the financing condition, and this is sometimes why a deal can fall through.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's a lot better to work with a broker who's connected to your realtor, which is why we work so well together.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's a lot easier to work with someone who can maintain communication. Any rate changes that they update the pre-approval, there's communication between the realtor and the mortgage agent so that everything stays updated.
Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes can kill a deal before it even.
Yeah, that 24/7 communication, like anytime, any place, is definitely important, especially like the final hour, like when there's things going down with the deal upon closing, and then that communication is important. Just like even having a team like us, like I feel like because we have a team, we're easily like able to communicate on the realty side. Even like lawyer wise, like having a team and having someone that like who to reach out to at every point, every step of the way is really important, and it has definitely made like our process more like streamlined.
Yeah, smoother process, more communication, less stress for the client. And I mean, like I used to work at the bank. I know firsthand when people are doing refinances or first time purchases, you work from 9 to 5 and you cannot get a hold of your advisor after that. Once they're done, they're done. So it's nice to have a mortgage broker who's working with your real estate agent that is available at all times, so that if you're putting in an offer at 7 p.m., you can call your mortgage broker and be like, hey, this is the offer that we're putting in. Are we good to go? Are we approved for this? Like it will help with strategy. It'll help with, a stronger offer.
I think even just having a mortgage agent in general, like you have a dedicated person that can work on your deal, access your file anytime, any changes. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good. Definitely. Okay, guys, let's move on to our next question. What are the key moments we have to stay aligned so a deal doesn't fall apart? I think we did touch on this already, like kind of in the first question.
I would say just maintaining a concise process. So starting with the mortgage broker, do the pre-approval, maintain that communication with the realtor, going on showings, finding the proper house, using a strong strategy.
Definitely staying on the same page about the strategy.
Yes, absolutely. Using the strong strategy to submit the offer and get it accepted. And then passing it over to the mortgage broker again for like financing conditions to complete any conditions that are outstanding so that, we can streamline straight to closing.
I also think staying on the same page about keeping communication with the client is important too. And like that's a way like a mortgage agent and a realtor can really help each other. Because if like I can't get something from a client, you can get it from a client and we can work together that way.
Exactly.
Whatever information that is that we need.
Yeah, and it's just a lot smoother of a process for the client as well. It's just easier for them to feel secure and confident throughout the process.
We have a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Next question. When rates or lending rules change, what should we be updating each other on right away? That's a really good question.
Yeah, I like that one. So that one, I would say when interest rates change, a couple things change. And you could probably touch more on this, but on the mortgage side, approvals might decrease if the rate goes up. If the rate goes down, the approval might increase, which gives us a little bit more leeway. On the real estate side, so if the rates go up, people are more concerned about monthly affordability. If the rates go down, they feel a little bit more confident to come in with a stronger offer.
So a part of the question as well is like, what do you think is important to communicate with each other as like a mortgage agent and realtor?
Any changes? Yeah, like any changes that would affect the approval. Policy changes, interest rate changes, all of that. Anything that can affect a client's position in a transaction, I think needs to be communicated as
And
soon
I
as it
do think that
happens.
like realtors and mortgage agents kind of already know like when the markets change or the rates change, that the market is going to change.
Yeah.
And kind of staying on the same page about that, which I feel like not everyone is on the same page, but I feel like most people in the industry who work together on a day-to-day should be on the same page in that way.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
okay, on to our next question. Can you share a real example where realtor and broker teamwork saved a deal or solved a big problem?
So I had this one client who was a first-time home buyer. They started out with their own mortgage broker. I asked for the pre-approval. They sent it to me. It was a little bit dated by about 60 days, but we went with it. They wanted to start right away. So we started the home buying process. Then there was a rate announcement. I never got the update from the mortgage broker, even though I reached out. And so when they really liked a house, we were trying to figure out if they could actually afford it. And it was just a very disorganized process.
Yeah.
So I referred her over to one of our agents. She was much happier with that. And the communication was just like so streamlined. She got the new approval. She got the confidence back to actually put in an offer on something she could afford. So, and then the deal actually went through. So that worked out a lot better.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I feel like something kind of similar. Like I had a realtor friend who referred a client to me. And from the beginning, to be honest, it was just a smooth process because we did have like that communication right off the bat. From beginning to end, like in the beginning, we made a plan and we stuck to it to the entire way.
Nice.
We communicated with each other the entire time on every single step to close. And then it made it, of course, way easier.
Yeah, so much better.
The client was on the same page with us. We're on the same page with each other.
Yeah.
It was just good. Yeah. So
awesome.
It's definitely always nice to have like a good relationship with a realtor and then stick together on your plan.
Yeah, and I mean, you can cooperate with agents that are not part of your team. I mean, it's just easier because like even we see each other all the time. So it's easy to just, hey, what's going on with this file? Or just keep that open communication. But even if you're cooperating with someone who you're just acquainted with, it's just make sure the lines of communication are open.
I think that's like the main thing, just communication the entire time, expectation, and then sticking to the plan.
Yes.
And this will be our last question for the day. Okay. Why does working with a mortgage agent versus going straight to a bank give buyers more options and flexibility?
I would probably say that brokers have more flexibility with not just sticking to one lender. So they have a ton of options with lenders. Yeah. They can source the best rate, the best mortgage conditions, if they have prepayment options, the best mortgage solution.
I think it's like in general, just you're not put in a box of what you have to do.
Yeah.
You have way more options and you can, whatever like your situation in life is, we can really find something that's suited exactly for you.
Yeah.
And get exceptions made sometimes. It's possible.
Yeah.
For whatever your particular situation is. Whereas going to the bank, it's really you're just
getting like a one-stop shop
they're giving you.
Yeah.
And you may get a lower rate and you take it, but there may be other things that don't work for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And also just like working with a mortgage agent in general, we're going to look for that best rate. We're going to look for the best option for you. And not best just terms. Like for right now. Best terms, not for just right now, but your long-term goal.
Yeah. Like when it comes time for renewal or if you ever need to refinance, like what are the options? Can you break the mortgage? Can you do an internal refinance? Is there equity buildup? Do you have an equity plan? Like how does that?
Repayment privileges. Like a lot of clients do care about those kind of things and they are important.
But just having more options and not just being confined to one bank where they're like, yeah, if you want to refinance, here's the rates, these are the documents you need, and that's it. Whereas you can go to a wide range of lenders, find the best rates, the best terms and conditions, and kind of give them the best solution.
Also sometimes like products that get offered to you like even on the back end. So you get a mortgage, but then hey, you can get a HELOC here where not a bank may not offer it to you, but maybe an alternative A will offer that to you.
Exactly.
Someone other than a bank can offer you other options.
They also have like incentives sometimes that they kind of roll out periodically. So sometimes bouncing between lenders that are rolling out these incentives sometimes work out better.
And it also doesn't mean just because you're not going to a mortgage agent that you're not going to go to a bank. I think that's 100%. Another thing that a lot of people, like, it's a misconception that because you're working with a mortgage broker, you're going to a B lender or getting a private mortgage. And we definitely work with A lenders, alternative A lenders, and
B
we can
lenders.
get you different options as well with the bank.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get some special offers to offer our clients as well
Yeah.
because of our relationship with banks.
Yeah.
So, okay, so those are all of our questions today.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us on Clear to Close.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. And we look forward to having you back with Sonia very soon.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Have a good day, guys.